New moon is a powerful opportunity to manifest new beginnings and to align with the highest divine possibilities for your life. In this video, we will learn about new moon, spiritual significance of new moon, and what rituals and meditations you can do, how we can tap into this new moon energy to support your dreams and desires. So make sure to watch this video till the end. So let's dive in. The new moon represents the start of a lunar cycle and occurs approximately every 29 days. During a new moon, the moon is roughly sitting between the earth and the sun. Hence, the sun is shining on the dark side of the moon, the side of the moon we never see. As a result, we cannot see the moon as a side that faces the earth as not illuminated. Both the moon and the sun are in the same zodiac sign during a new moon, giving an exponential boost to concentration of the energy. So why is this phase of the moon important to you in your life? Good question. Well, the moon is so powerful. It is responsible for moving oceans, the ocean tides, for the growth of plants. And we as humans are also affected by this powerful energy. A new moon symbolizes new beginnings. The new moon is symbolic of the second chance you are given over and over again. If everything went wrong by the time of the full moon and you made every mistake you could have possibly made, the new moon gives you with a clean slate. And this is why the new moon is the perfect time to meditate, to journal, to organize and plan your next move. The new moon's purifying energy is there to help you in your reflection. And you should use this energy of a new moon to achieve your goals or to start a new project. During the new moon, take this time to reflect back on your old goals and set yourself new ones. This magical time is perfect opportunity to start anew. Tapping into this energy can support your dreams and desires. And you can harness the energy of the new moon to fulfill your visions and make your desires come true by doing a new moon ritual and by doing meditations. So doing the new moon ritual and meditation allow you to connect with your inner being, cultivate new goals, implement plans while reflecting upon what no longer works in your life, and help manifest your desires. That's how powerful they are. And yes, I'll also drop a link for you all in description for new moon ritual and meditations. So be sure to take some time on new moon day when the new moon energy is at its strongest within the first 9 hours of the new moon to do the ritual and meditation. This will help you let go of the old and shift you into alignment with joy, love, creativity, and with the highest possibilities for this next stage of your life. Each lunar month, the moon becomes dark in the sky for 3 days and nights. At the new moon, she reappears and can be seen as a waxing crescent, lit from the right in the northern hemisphere and lit from the left in the southern hemisphere. Now, over the next 2 weeks, the light reflected off her surface growth until at the full moon phase, she opposes the sun and her whole face lights up the night sky. Then over the next 2 weeks, she wanes. The light she reflects lessens and lessens until she is dark once more, and the cycle begins again. The cycle of the moon is timeless. Her changing phases are constant companions as we move through our days, weeks, months, years, and lifetimes on Earth. Yet, she does more than just keep us company. She serves as a calendar and a model for the cyclic growth that is so embedded into our bodies and our lives and our creativity and our production. The thing we need to understand here is that linear time is an illusion. In fact, life is made up of cycles of time. Things begin, they emerge, they grow to a climax, then begin to fold in again, contracting, decaying, and finally dying. And in the compost of what came before, new seeds are germinating. So the cycle begins again. But nowhere is this pattern more evident than in the cycle of the moon. Now understand that the lunar ways are not usually logical or rational or easy to understand with your left hemisphere of the brain. It's convenient to be able to understand the cycle in this neat and tidy way, but in truth, the energy of the moon is so much more subtle, so much more flowing and poetic. Her cycles spiral through time. She speaks to archetypes and moon deities of ancient times, bringing them back to life in the modern world. She teaches us how to sow seeds of intent, yet may just as easily destroy at the new moon phase as any other. In astrology, the moon is believed to symbolize emotion, the feeling, intuitive aspects, and with those, the subconscious. So when dark or new, the moon can edge us into the realms of the shadow. For many folks, the darker phases of the moon are their own shadow aspects, tend to rise, the parts of self that are suppressed, disowned, or rejected. And this usually occurs during the waning phases of the lunar cycle, when the moon's light is weakening rather than growing. But a peak can occur at the new moon phase as the 3 days of darkness settle. So, the rejection of the personal shadow alongside the collective shadow, that is something that goes hand in hand with our rejection of the dark moon phases. Often overlooked, the new moon is usually considered to the beginning of the cycle. She is invisible at this point, rising with the sun into the daylit sky and setting with him too. And because we can't see her, we often ignore her. We often ignore her magic. Yet, this dark place is so vital, so vital. In spiritual terms, the new moon represents new beginnings, the sowing of the seed into the dark, fertile soil. It is that quiet place that you sit within before you know what's coming next. It's the void. It's where anything is possible. It's a liminal space between birth and death. It's a line in the sand where we all are equal. But how often do you stay in stillness in the dark, fertile soil of the new moon phase without acting on the impulse to move on to the next task? Tune in closely, and you will soon realize that these dark days which occur around the new moon are not best suited to action, production, and generating output. Yet, in our patriarchal societies, these are the things that hold value. If you're not doing something, what do you have here? Right? That's a general mindset. Yet, the moon and her cyclic nature teaches us that without rest, retreat, and the quiet place of stillness, creation cannot take place, at least not indefinitely. And if you need proof, look around you at the continual destruction of a beautiful planet Earth. So the moon teaches us about pace, about the value of the pause, about going within and sitting in the dark before moving on. Yet, like so many spiritual meanings of the moon, this is not something that can be learned theoretically. You need to dive into her mysteries and discover what her powerful energy really mean for yourself. So at the next new moon, before you rush into the next new beginning, stop. Just stop and rest and let the magic unfold. Let the magic unfold. You can also spread the magic of new moon with others by sharing this video. More magic you bring in other people's life, more magical your life will be. So share this information with your family and friends to help raise the vibrations of the planet and to help people harness the magical energies of new moon. Okay? That's all for this session today. Bye-bye for now.